Ever wondered why some people have warts while others don't? Well, warts are small, fleshy bumps on the skin or mucous membranes caused by a virus. They're a common concern due to their unsightly nature and potential discomfort. In today's countdown, we'll delve into the least to the most common causes of warts, shedding light on this ubiquitous skin issue. So whether you're curious or seeking answers, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we count down the top 10 causes of warts. Starting the countdown at number 10, we have aging. As we age, many things change, including our immune system. It's an unfortunate fact of life that our immune system doesn't stay as sprightly as we might feel in our hearts. As it becomes less robust, it can struggle to fend off infections, including the viruses that cause warts. So how does this happen? Well, with age, our body's ability to produce new immune cells diminishes. This decline means our body has fewer soldiers on the front lines to combat invaders like the HPV virus, which can lead to warts. Additionally, the immune cells that are produced may not function as effectively as they once did, leaving us more susceptible to various infections. So, is growing old a cause for alarm? Well, not exactly. It's a natural process we all go through. But it's essential to be aware that as we age, our bodies become more susceptible to certain conditions. Yes, growing older can indeed make you more prone to warts. At number 9, we have stress. It's a word we're all too familiar with, isn't it? But did you know that stress could potentially lead to warts? Let's dig a bit deeper into this. When we're stressed, our body's immune system takes a hit. This is because stress hormones like cortisol can suppress the immune system's function. Now you might be wondering, how does this relate to warts? Well, warts are caused by viruses, and a robust immune system is our body's primary defense against these invaders. When our immune response is compromised due to stress, viruses, including those that cause warts, have a better chance of taking hold and causing problems. It's a chain reaction, really. Stress weakens the immune system. The weakened immune system struggles to fight off viruses, and this increased vulnerability can lead to the formation of warts. So it seems that keeping stress levels in check could help keep those warts at bay. Coming in at number 8 on our list are certain jobs. That's right, your profession could be increasing your risk of developing warts. Now you might be puzzled asking yourself, how can my job be a cause of warts? Let me explain. Some jobs require frequent exposure to certain conditions that make us more susceptible to warts. For instance, if your job involves handling meat, you're more likely to come into contact with the virus that causes warts. The same goes for jobs that require you to be constantly in water. The damp environment is a perfect breeding ground for the virus. From chefs to swimmers to people working in the fishing industry, these occupations may unknowingly expose you to a higher risk of warts. It's not about quitting your job, but about understanding the risks and taking appropriate precautions. Who knew your job could be contributing to your warts? At number 7, we have public areas. Now, this might surprise you, but public areas like swimming pools and gyms can be a hotbed for the virus that causes warts. It's quite simple, really. These areas are often damp and warm, providing the perfect breeding ground for the virus. Imagine you're at your local gym, using the communal showers or walking barefoot by the poolside. Unbeknownst to you, someone with a wart has done the same thing just moments before. You've just stepped into the perfect storm for wart transmission. This doesn't mean you should avoid these places entirely. After all, exercise and swimming are great for your health. However, it does mean you might want to take some precautions. Consider wearing flip-flops in communal showers or on pool decks. Clean gym equipment before and after use. Little changes like these can go a long way in protecting you from the virus. Perhaps it's time to rethink going barefoot in public areas. Number 6 on our list is skin trauma. Now, you might be wondering, what does skin trauma have to do with warts? Well, it plays a bigger role than you might think. You see, the virus that causes warts, known as human papillomavirus or HPV, needs a way to get into your skin. That's where skin trauma comes in. Any form of skin trauma, be it a cut, a scrape, or even a bug bite, can create an entry point for the virus. It's like opening the front door and inviting the virus in. Once inside, the virus can start to work its magic, leading to the growth of a wart. So when we talk about skin trauma, we're not just talking about major injuries. Even the smallest scrape or cut can potentially lead to a wart if the virus is present. That's why it's so important to take care of your skin and protect it from harm. So it's not just about looking after your skin, it's about protecting it too. Halfway through our list at number 5, we have a weak immune system. Now, you might wonder what your immune system has to do with warts. Well, it plays a crucial role. Your immune system's job is to fight off viruses and bacteria. When it's weakened, it struggles to do its job effectively, allowing viruses, including the human papillomavirus that causes warts, to take hold. People with compromised immune systems, such as those living with HIV or undergoing chemotherapy, are particularly susceptible. But it's not just these individuals. Even minor immune disruptions caused by lack of sleep, poor diet, or stress can increase your risk. The good news? You can strengthen your immune system. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and minimizing stress can all boost your body's defenses. So to cut down your risk, it's best to keep your immune system strong and healthy. A healthy immune system, it seems, is key to warding off warts. At number 4, we have direct contact. Warts, those irksome and often unsightly skin growths, can be spread through direct skin-to-skin contact. Yes, you heard that right. That handshake, that high five, that pat on the back could all be potential culprits for transmitting warts. This becomes particularly risky if the skin is broken or damaged in some way, providing an open gateway for the wart-causing virus to make a home in your skin. It's also worth noting that the transmission doesn't necessarily have to be from another person. If you touch an object that has been in contact with a wart, such as a towel or a piece of clothing, you could potentially pick up the virus. So, you see, it's not just about the objects you touch, it's about the people too. As much as we value human interaction, it's important to remember that sometimes it can quite literally be a touch too much. Remember, it's not just about what you touch, but who you touch too. Coming in at number 3, we have autoinoculation. This term might sound like a fancy word from a medical textbook, but it's quite simple. It refers to the process where warts, caused by the human papillomavirus, spread from one part of your body to another. Imagine this scenario. You accidentally scratch a wart on your finger, and then you touch another part of your body. You've just transferred the virus. This is how autoinoculation works. It's like being your own delivery service for the virus. Warts can be more than just unsightly. They can cause discomfort and even pain. So it's important to avoid touching or scratching them as much as possible. If you do touch a wart, make sure to wash your hands thoroughly to prevent the virus from spreading. It's also worth mentioning that while autoinoculation is common, it's not the only way warts can spread. They can also spread through direct contact with another person who has warts. So it appears that warts can indeed be self-spreading. Near the top of our list at number 2, we have sexually transmitted infection. Yes, you heard it right. Certain types of warts are actually sexually transmitted. These types of warts, often referred to as genital warts, are caused by specific strains of the human papillomavirus, or HPV for short. This particular virus can be transmitted through sexual intercourse, including vaginal, anal, and even oral sex. It's worth noting that warts from sexually transmitted infections can appear not just in the genital area, but also around the mouth and throat. They can be flat or raised, single or multiple, small or large, and sometimes they cluster together to form a kind of cauliflower shape. It's vital to remember that using condoms or dental dams can significantly reduce the risk of transmission, but they aren't 100% foolproof, as HPV can infect areas not covered by them. Regular screenings for sexually active individuals are also highly recommended. It's a sobering reminder of the importance of safe sex practices. And finally, the most common cause of warts at number 1, the human papillomavirus, or HPV. HPV is an umbrella term for a group of over 150 related viruses, each identified by a different number and known as a type. This highly contagious virus is responsible for almost all cases of warts. It's interesting to note that different types of HPV cause different types of warts on various body parts. HPV typically infects the skin's outermost layer, causing it to produce excess keratin, a hard protein on the skin's surface. This excess keratin results in the rough, hard texture of a wart. HPV can be contracted through direct skin-to-skin contact or indirectly, such as by touching a surface that a person with the virus has touched. It's important to note that not everyone exposed to HPV will develop warts. In fact, the body's immune system often fights off the virus without any signs of infection. However, some people are more susceptible to the virus, particularly those with weakened immune systems. There is no cure for HPV, but there are treatments available to help manage the symptoms and prevent spread. Vaccines can also protect against the most common types of the virus. In conclusion, HPV is not just one of the causes, it is the primary culprit behind the occurrence of warts. It's a stealthy virus that can infect without showing immediate symptoms, making it a significant health concern. So there you have it, the top cause of warts is indeed a virus. And that concludes our countdown of the top 10 causes of warts. From aging and stress to jobs and public areas, we've explored how these factors can contribute to wart development. We've delved into skin trauma, weak immune systems, direct contact, autoinoculation, sexually transmitted infections, and the leading cause, the human papillomavirus. It's clear that understanding these causes is crucial for prevention and effective treatment. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to dealing with warts. Stay informed, stay healthy.